Hi, this is Nickerson again, and I'm standing out on the hillside above my property in Orofino, Idaho, Clearwater County, Idaho. And this is another in the series of my videos of dispelling the myths and exposing the fraud in our foreclosure case. And this video is about the deed of trust that has been circulated around. I'm assuming those who have it got it from the bank or from the county records or something like that, and I just wanted everyone to know that on that deed of trust, the deed of trust is a fraudulent document, and the things that indicate this on that deed of trust is that if you look on the bottom next to the initials on the bottom, there is a stamp and it shows original. Okay, on that deed of trust. And on that, if you look at that deed of trust closely, about the 6th, 7th, 8th page, that original stamp disappears. It's no longer there. And on the signature page, that original stamp is not there. So that's one of the irregularities in that deed of trust. Another one in that deed of trust is, I believe it's in paragraph 25 or 26. And again, I apologize, I do not have this document with me. When the sheriff's department raided my property and stole all my belongings, they stole all my paperwork as well. So I'm just going by memory on which paragraph this is, but there's a paragraph, I believe it's around 25 on this document, and it says the area of the property is 40 acres or less. Now, my property is a 50-acre property. So that's just another indication of the fraudulent nature of this document. And I don't know why the bank created this document. I don't know why they wanted it to be fraudulent, but this deed of trust is not in effect in our foreclosure case. Because our foreclosure case, if a bank actually has a deed of trust on a property, they can foreclose that property non-judicially. But in the state of Idaho, and because our property is a 50-acre property, it is illegal to have a deed of trust on our property. Idaho law, section 45-1505C, and I believe that is correct, again, I don't have my documentation, states that you cannot have a deed of trust on a property over 40 acres outside of city limits. This property is in the county, it is not in the city of Orofino. And therefore, a deed of trust is an illegal document on our property. And another proof that we don't have a deed of trust on our property is the fact that our foreclosure was not a non-judicial foreclosure. The foreclosure action that we are involved in was a judicial foreclosure action. And again, we've been fighting this since 2010. And we have not been given due process. We have never had a trial. We have never sat in front of a jury of our peers. We have never been permitted to produce all of the evidence. And in fact, the evidence that we have produced at times, the court has ignored it, has specifically stated they are not going to consider it. And so this entire foreclosure against our property has been a fraud. And yet on November 12th, 2019, the sheriff, the Idaho State Police came into my property with assault rifles and took it over and removed our personal belongings, and they are still in their custody. America, let's wake up. It happened to us. It could happen to you.